team, confident with a long shared history on the hardwood and new-look lineups in football. Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Clemson's offense is on the field for the first time today. Well, this wide receiver was one of the big portal additions in the offseason. Kirk has been spending time with the quarterback trying to build a quick connection. We'll see if they have that today.
Well, they put a big investment into this receiver, and now you find out if he's worth it. Opportunity to make some big plays, attacking this defense downfield. Let's see if he's worth the hype.
Shotgun. Here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Grab by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring him 4th and short. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Penn State's offense comes out for their first possession today. And they feature an experienced wide receiver who chose to come back for his senior season, Kirk, and add to what's been a really solid career so far.
Well, the best thing that this guy brings to this offense is knowledge of the scheme and the experience that he's been able to work with this quarterback. This defense better be ready because I think they're going to try to get him the football early and often.
Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. He's got the first and still going. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but...
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's knocked away. Incomplete. Fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now.
Number 16 on the field.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A short completion of the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the punt team now wanting to kick it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, smacked the ball to 44.
What great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
On the ground, it's Martin. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Nittany Lions are going to cash in here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. To punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Makes a quick grab. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Can you say methodical? A marathon march for just pounding away and wearing down the defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Defense is coming after him. Swarm with a pass rush. He's sacked.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback drops back. Graham down the middle. It's Rodgers. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
State offense comes back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Has the first down and more. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, a nice run here by this quarterback to be able to pick up the first down on the option. You don't see that a lot over the years from Penn State quarterbacks historically, but it's a great compliment to what they'd like to do to have a quarterback now that can show you what he can do with his legs.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Gonzalez. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a wide receiver screen, but the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. No huddle now for the offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. We're going to chuck it again. Can't hold on. A good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
They'll kick it away here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid. Good work by the return man. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He'll hand it off. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, they've been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Coach, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Trying to find some room. It's Davidson. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Looking right, this one caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that one straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
21, Clemson, 3.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. They get the second half started with the running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. The pass rush closing in. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quick throw, testing the middle. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The receiver grabs him. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here. Using his legs, it's Washington. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
21, Clemson, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
He shrinks the tackle, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The offense with some pre-snap motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. With sure hands, it's Gonzalez. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Take it all the way. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be...
And it's a sack. The two-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? The shotgun running play call. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Finds his man. It's Johnson. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position with 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 1st down here for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. Has it back to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Penn State. How important was that touchdown? watch that, Kirk. It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll run it here. First down and more. He's still running. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Try and muscle for the first down. There's some space around the 30. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman look too far downfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
He pulls in the catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the left side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense.